Hello and welcome to the next Fantasia video by Rodrigo. There is a lot going on here. We have chords, we've got interlocking melody, and more importantly, we have the first really big scale of the concerto. Because this is so important, I've actually done an extra video on the scales. And here we go, let's dive straight into Rodrigo Fantasia here on Classical Guitar Rocks. Alright, here we go, next bit of the Fantasia. Two choices, you can either do 4-1, or you can do 1-4, sliding up into this, 1-3-4, pull off if you want, 4 slides up. Now I would suggest cutting the second finger off, but the score says don't need that A, you've already got it in the bass. And then down 4-2-1, 1 slides down, 1-2, 3-4, right, 2-3-4, 1, 1-3, and that's your first microstudy. So this is quite an intensive fingering exercise. Again, there are some errors in the score and we've got some changes coming up, but there goes your first microstudy. Let's see what happens. 3-4, make sure your first finger's on half bar down to 5, 2-3, 1-2-3-4, and then two choices, 2-1-0 or hammer on. I just do the 2-1-0, bounce back 1 half bar, 3-4, and here we go, mistake, 2-3-4, 1, 1, nice and clear hammer-ons, and that is the opening phrase. Then there is 7 bars of rest before we come in again for the next microstudy. Okay, here we go, next microstudy, change of key, and you can hear it quite clearly. So it's going to be 4-1-3, open D, 2 up on the F sharp, leave your 3 down if you can. And then you're going to bounce down, open string G, up 2-4, bounce down again, F natural, and then you're going to do 1-3. Now the score has something different in it. I'm going to give you Pepe Romero's fingerings for this. He does okay, whereas the score has CG. I would go up to, down to the E and G, and then that is your call. There's a reason, obviously, Pepe Romero has changed the fingering because it's actually quite difficult at speed. 3-bar break, and then we're on to the next microstudy. But just a quick pause here. Nice and slowly practice those trills. Do that as a separate microstudy all on its own just to get the fluidity and agile fingers. Welcome to the next microstudy. This is just a harmonic translation to the same idea we've just seen in a slightly different key. So we have G this time, 4-1, open G, 3. Now this is going to be interesting because you need that open G again, 4 again, float up, trill, 1 and 2, trill with the 3rd. Making sure that that is covering your open E, because otherwise you'll get, can you hear? Horrible. So cover the E, 1 and 2 down, and again, and then I suggest 2 and 3, and then you have 1-1-3, 1-1-3, open, 1-1-3. Now, in essence, that's great on the page. However, I suggest with the speed you're going and going off the last microstudy, don't do the 3rd trill. Doesn't seem to be done in most live performances. It is possible here, whereas before it was a little bit trickier. Okay, cracking on. So we left it off with a 4 on the G, I suggest 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 2, and then I am not doing the G, and Pepe Romero doesn't do the G. In fact, because I can't hear it 100%, I'm pretty sure he only does the low G. So the choice is yours. I would suggest, because you're going to have to bounce straight back up here at 10 for the chords. So you don't need to do the scores because you'll never get there in time. So I suggest just doing the low G. Controversial? Let me know in the comments. Okay, 1, 3, 4, 10, 2, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3, 2, and then again using your third finger to float down to the C at 5, 1, 3, 4, and again I'm just stopping on the F, or you could do the FA, because you have to bounce into 1, 3, 4 again, this time at 8, half bar at 7 with a 2, 2 up, and then back into, and we're going to stop there because the next bit is an intricate idea that weaves in and out of the various octaves. Alright, welcome to the next micro study. Here we go. So we left it off here at 8. Then what's going to happen is you're going to float down with 1, 4, 2, 4, 1, 4, 2 on the F sharp. Okay, so again, it's got to be 2 because the interlocking idea is coming thick and fast. 4, 2, 2 down, 2, 4, 1, 4, 3, 4, 2. Then you're going to have to laser up here at G. Same idea, 4, 2, 2 down, C to B, and then again you're going to bounce back into the 5th position, 2, 4, 2. Okay, so notice that I've pretty much used the same fingering throughout, and all I'm doing is just bouncing up and down the various ideas. So the first idea is here, second idea, third idea, back down. Okay, lovely, lovely part writing there. I absolutely enjoy it, and when you play with the orchestra, it just builds and builds and builds. So, and if your fingers are not used to doing the 2, 4, practice that on its own. Welcome back, here we go. Chords or arpeggios. Then you're going to move up again. And again, cutting it off because you're going to have to bounce back up to 10. Now, this one's interesting because Rodrigo doesn't use the same pattern, so the right hand's going to be slightly different. I'm using P, M, A, M, I, M. And I'm really laying into that F on the end. Then B. And again, I'm stopping on the F, but you could do F-A, because yet again, we're coming back to this chord section. And we're going to stop there because basically the next bit is a continuation. Alright, welcome to the next micro study. So it's an idea that we've already seen, that Rodrigo then takes us into the first massive big scale of this movement. But anyway, let's crack on. So we left it off here at 8, 1, 3, 4. Then you're going to stay there. 3, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1. And again, you're going to have to bounce up an octave. 4, 3, 1, 4, 2, 1. So nothing really difficult there. And now, fingering, scale, a tempo too. So there was obviously a rel then. Now, before anybody gets at me, this is going to be a mixture of my fingering and Pepe Romero's fingering. There is 100 different ways of fingering this, which you'll see in the next video. Okay, here we go. So, F natural, 4, 4, down, stretch out, 2, 1, 4, 3, 1, shifting into position again, 4, 3, 1, 4, 2, open, shift, 2, 3. So 0, 3, 1, 4, 2. Then we're going to go back up, B natural, C sharp, C sharp, F natural, and then I'm using a shift 1, 2, 4, F sharp again, where we end up. That's a huge scale. Take it nice and slowly, and obviously there is an extra video for there if you need it for practicing and alternative fingerings. That is mine and Pepe's. Thank you very much for staying until the end. The next video in the series is going to pop along just about now. I have now on the verge of completing this first concerto. It's a big one. There are a ton of videos now, and there are going to be some extras behind the scenes in the membership section. So if you want more, consider joining the membership here and getting some behind the scenes help, as well as being able to ask questions directly. This has been your daily dose of 6-string inspiration from myself, Rain, Melodious Mortar, and classical guitar rocks.